Hi, I'm Michel Bosco. I'm an adjunct professor with Université Côte d'Azur in Nice, south of France. The markets for space, defense, and security behave quite differently from most of the other industrial sectors. This is why the IAE Graduate School of Management, the business school of that university, is now offering two new diplomas to better serve both potential staff and the industry, the companies in that sector. The first of these two diplomas is an Executive MBA focusing on management for the space, defense, and security industries. It's a one-year-long program from October to June, and it addresses the needs of professionals. 400 hours, 320 of generic MBA training, and 80 hours focusing on the space and defense and security sectors. Successful students obtain this Executive MBA diploma, which is a university diploma worth 60 European credits. The second diploma is a certificate in management in the space, defense, and security sectors. In fact, we clustered the 80 hours that I will refer to that are included in the Executive MBA. These 80 hours have been clustered in a summer school, slightly over 2 weeks in June, and successful students obtain a university diploma worth 12 European credits. The space, defense, and security sector is quite specific. These specificities make management quite different from managing in, let's say, the automotive or the textile sectors. In space and defense, your main customer is the state, some sort of public organization. The industry is very national, very little cross-border cooperation. The SMEs, the group of SMEs that constitute your supply chain, the supply chain of the sector, that group is very fragmented. The procurement rules that one needs to follow are quite different from other sectors. The way you promote your business is not marketing in most cases, it is mostly lobbying, and lobbying in an area where the community is very small. You need to manage your IP, but not just based on your business cases. You have constraints. Pretty often, national security has an impact on how you can manage your IP. Sometimes you share your IP with the public customer. Sometimes you own it, but you can export it. And as well, that's an issue. Export decisions are not governed exclusively by business cases in these sectors. Also, R&D investments are highly dependent on how you see the market developing, how the public sector customers can give you comfort about where to invest. The investment cycles are usually very long. That's not the case in many industries anymore. The sales cycles are long and quite hectic. You sell a few numbers of your product over a short period of time, and then you wait for sometimes 10, 20 years before selling the next generation of the same kind of product. Meanwhile, you need to retain valuable technical capacity, you need to retain valuable management capacity, which has an impact on how you manage human resources in your company, as well as other assets. And then your company is usually at a very high security risk. If you compare with other sectors, you can understand that not only the competitors are after you, but also what we can call malevolent actors, terrorists, foes, foreign states, and this is making management quite different. At the same time, the sector is quite attractive. The demand is growing globally. The demand is growing in an international way, multinational fora to look into acquisition for security, for instance, or at the European Union level, a new common defense industrial policy. And you have international multinational alliances like the Five Eyes with the US, Australia, Canada, UK, and New Zealand, or NATO that have their own acquisition policies. A growing market and at the same time, scarcity of resources. The defense industry, the space industry are increasingly drawing from other sectors for their resources, for the staff that they need to put in management positions. And this is what we're addressing in this seminar. From June 4th until June 20th, 2020, the IAE Nice Graduate School of Management is organizing a summer school in view to obtain a certificate in business administration in the security, defense, and space industries. We welcome students from a variety of backgrounds. They will acquire the skills, the management skills that are specific to these sectors. They will get acculturated to the way these industries, these companies behave, and keep in mind that the diploma is taken as credits towards an executive MBA that could be undertaken during the following or one of the following years. 5 courses constitute the substance of the summer school. The first one, Management Principles Specific to the Security, Defense, and Space Industries, consists in an introduction to the industrial fabrics in these sectors, to their economy in Europe and worldwide. The instructor will also present the management principles that are specific to these sectors, all these illustrated with case studies. The second course deals with innovation and technology programs in space, defense, and security. It presents the EU institutional context and the innovation mechanisms, cooperative international R&D in these sectors in Europe and worldwide. It also presents management principles as regard to technologies. The third course is about security, cybersecurity, and safety of assets in industries in these sectors. It covers cybersecurity and its relation with management techniques. It addresses how to combine cybersecurity and physical protection of critical infrastructure and critical industry, the management of classified information, and how to deal with disaster and risk management in industries in these sectors. The fourth one is about protection of intellectual property and about technological intelligence. It introduces the students with economics and technological intelligence in these sectors, how to manage intellectual property, and how to deal with foreign investments, how companies deal with foreign investments, and how the states control sometimes foreign investments. The fifth course is about export control, procurements, and lobbying. It addresses the trade of security and defense and space goods and services, the principle of offsets, how to deal with dual-use products, what are the export control mechanisms and rules that apply specifically to these sectors, how international procurements are different from traditional procurements because of the specificity of these sectors, and how lobbying is organized in the EU and in other countries. The IAE of the Université Côte d'Azur is operating in a great ecosystem. Don't forget that the Université Côte d'Azur, a new university, still is building upon a very well-established university in the region, the Université Nice-Sophia Antipolis, and it benefits from all the components of that pre-existing ecosystem. There are a lot of employers from these sectors, the space and defense sectors in the region, just to name a few: Thales, Airbus, Naval Group, a lot of SMEs, branches of these companies that range from helicopter manufacturing to smart cards and AI. These sectors are definitely growing across Europe. They are growing in the world. The cohort is very international. In the MBA, for instance, we have over 70% non-French students. All the courses are given in English. The faculty is very international, with many English native speakers, unlike your obligé. You can combine professional activity and education. So it is a summer school, but we still leave 2 or 3 days each week for the students to keep in touch with their main job occupation if they have one. The graduate school has an excellent ranking. The IAE Nice is well recognized and valued on the international scene. The diplomas that you are getting, whether it is in the Executive MBA or the certificate that you get at the end of the summer school, are university diplomas fully integrated in the French and European system. The tuition is quite competitive, and the IAE has a very active alumni association. The registration for the summer school is still open. I remind you of the dates: 4th of June till 20th of June, probably the best time of the year to be in Nice. If you need to have more information, or if you want to register, simply send me an email. The email address is just below. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you very much.